Hello everyone, thank you for joining on my another live stream today. So it's the 30th of July 2020 on Thursday. Oops, sorry, I forgot to pop up my face. Hold on. Alright, there you go. Okay, and hold on, let's see. Let me get the chat on the screen also so that I can see that real time. So, how are you everyone? I hope you have a great day today. It's a so no raining today in Japan. Yeah, no rain. It's very it's very nice today outside. I was actually outside and I was going to eat ramen for lunch, but unfortunately there were too many people in the shop, so I decided not to. There was no social distancing in the restaurant, and that's why I decided to come back to home and yeah, just cook myself and went to cafe afterwards to work on some stuff. And everything's uploaded actually. I've actually filmed a little bit outside today and uploaded on the second channel. So if you can come to my second channel, you can see these videos. Alright, so here is a chat. It's open now, and let me enlarge this one to the full screen so that you can see the whole picture. Alright, there you go. And alright, so starting from a couple of the announcements, I just have two quick announcements, and one is alright, there we go. So one is that the so public and Ichimoku membership live schedule is uploaded on my website, and that's www.forexk.com. So when you come to my website, it's gonna look like this. And when you click on this services and simply click on this YouTube live schedule, then now you see the schedule for August. So you can click on this one and you see the whole schedule on August on this public live and also the membership live as well, so that you can expect what I will be talking about in the future. So today is the 30th of July. So I will be doing some analysis, market analysis by Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. And after this public live, there will be a Ichimoku membership live. So, and in the Ichimoku membership live, I will talk about the time cycle theories. So, if you're interested, you can always join this Ichimoku community, where you can get all these perks to join. So, when you click on services and click on this Ichimoku community, this is where you can see the whole page. And also, when you come to this community live schedule, you can see the whole live schedule. Alright, so that's a quick announcement for today. So, yep, and before starting, yeah, as a disclaimer, basically all these contents are based on my own experience, so when you take trades, please do with your own risk. So, let's see who's here. Alright, I see lots of comments now and lots of people joining. Thank you for joining as always. Good to see you everyone. Good to see you. Alright, circle. No, not the circle. Zero. Sir, konnichiwa. Alright, konnichiwa. Could you send me an email on what broker you are in and if multi-bank is reliable broker? Domo arigato. Oh yeah, Aditya replies, I use XM. Yeah, I use XM trading. Not the simple XM, but I use the XM trading. And that is good for Japan, but I believe the situation might be different among countries. So I recommend you to do your own research in terms of the broker, because you know, some brokers might work in Japan, some brokers might not gonna work in outside of Japan. So that's why I don't want to really recommend some broker. Which one reliable, which one's not. because I think the situation should be different among the countries. Alright, but yeah, thank you for joining. Aditya also, thank you for replying to that question. And AJ, good to see you. Oleg, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Merwin, thank you for joining. Alright, hi Kay, I'm at work doing a live. So if I join your community, how to interact with you or ask questions? Also, do you cover everything from entry to exit in the community? I don't really cover from the entry to exit, but you have a Discord. So we have a Discord where you can join. So when you click on this page, when you come to this page, you can see the whole thing that you can expect. So basically, these are the perks. So I post my analysis on Discord at times, so you can refer to it. And also other Ichimoku members are posting their analysis also. So you can also refer to it too. And we have a membership live, Ichimoku membership live twice a week. And also recently we have a Zoom cafe, Ichimoku Zoom cafe, where we meet face to face and talk about Ichimoku or other things. So yeah, and everything is saved on the archive also in the Ichimoku community too. So in case you miss it, you can always replay. Alright, Jack, thank you for joining. Josie, alright, thank you for joining as well. Can we just look at the 1 hour time frame and not look at the daily time frame to get the trend? If you can confirm the trend with the daily chart also, that will be higher probability towards that direction. So I recommend you to confirm it even in bigger time frames like 4 hour chart or 1 hour chart. 4 hour chart or daily chart, you better confirm it. Hi Arkady, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Jaye, Vincent, good to see you. Jesse and Edward, good to see you. Melanie, thank you for joining as well. And Milan, good to see you from India. Alright, good to see you. And Brian, thank you for joining. And Anthony, Morgan, Jagadish, thank you for joining. Good to see you everyone. And Kayon, good afternoon. Alright, and Roland, thank you for joining from South Africa. Alright, good to see you. And Godly, Fabio, thank you for joining. Alright, USD pairs are reversing right now. Yep, it's going backwards. So make sure that you don't catch these stop losses. Alright, Melanie, can't be too careful with social distancing. Stay safe, everyone. Sure, yeah. We have to put our social distancing. Yeah, at the ramen shop, everybody was too close, so I didn't go in. Hi Yesha, thank you for joining. And Sky, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. Alright. And Aditya once again, thank you for joining. And Alessandro, good to see you. And the Euro 30, DE30. Yeah, I will take a look at it later on. And Brandon, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. And Kayon, thank you for your reminder to click the like button. Alright, thank you. And Levinas, thank you for joining. Mac, good to see you. Sunny 28th degree. Oh, Austria. It's not bad. 28th. In Tokyo, it's about like 24 degrees Celsius. So it's not really bad either. The weather is very nice in Tokyo today. Hi Anthony and Adrinas, thank you for joining. Stay gold. Alright, stay gold. Prashant, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. And Raifa, thank you from Indonesia. And Talent, thank you for joining. Good morning. And Lens, good to see you. Shaun, thank you for joining as well. Hi, good evening. Since you have the USD CHF chart open, is it possible you do an analysis using time cycle and price theory? And I haven't looked at the time cycles and the USD CHF chart, but yeah. I guess I will just stick with the time cycles in other currencies because I don't really take trades on USD CHF. But yeah, make sure to stick with the daily chart when you capture time cycles. So yeah, for example, here is the USD CHF chart, and this is a daily chart, right? This is a daily chart. So whenever you look at that the market, and if you want to capture the time cycles, what you can do is you can focus on these highs and lows. You can focus on these highs and lows, and you just simply count the highs in between, high to the next high, or the low to the next low in between. You just count these candlestick numbers and see if this is one of the Kihon Suchi numbers or not. And if you happen to find that this is one of the Kihon Suchi numbers, then that means this is on time cycle on this Kihon Suchi. So we can expect the next time cycle along with the Kihon Suchi number. Yeah, hi Maud, thank you for joining. Thanapol, good to see you. Pat, thank you for joining from Hong Kong. Alright, good to see you. Jack Smith, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. And Aquil, thank you for joining. BE, thank you for joining from Greece. Alright, good to see you. Alright. Melanie, summer in the UK, so it's a lovely warm 15 Celsius. Oh, it's wow, it's not really hot. 15 is quite a little bit chilly. Yeah. Alright, on Yekachi, thank you for joining. And Shaun, sure, no problem. Okay, any will do, cause I'm still confused on them with the forecast lines. Yeah, so make sure to master the basics first, right? Make sure to stick with these 5 lines of Ichimoku. Make sure to understand the meaning of 5 lines, what it means, and what they are for, right? What the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is for, what Kuma is for, and what the Chikou span is for. Then we can talk about time cycles and also wave, and finally the price target theory, and also Kyushu legs too. Yep. So yeah, for example, on this USD CHF, I haven't counted yet, so this is going to be a live analysis from scratch. But for example, when I try to count the candles, I think it was this one. Yeah, so here is the recent low, and here is the another low, right? And also there's another low here too. But in this wave right now, this is reverse N wave. It's sloping down, so this is reverse N wave. So instead of taking this low, I would start counting the lows from here, because this is when the market started to go down. So I get this recent low as this one, and I just simply count the number of the candles from this low to the next low, which is on this one, 11th of June, 2020. So between 30th of March, 2020, up until 11th of June, 2020, I count the number of the candles. So let's do this. And also, here's a great tip, but make sure to include this candle as 1. So in this TradingView tool, or I think in Interference 5 also, when you try to count it, it doesn't count the current as 1, but it starts count from the next candle as 1, right? So whenever you count it, because Ichimoku includes today's candle or current candle as 1, so instead of starting counting from this one, we have to go 1 backwards so that you can include this one as 1. So usually I go this way. I start counting from the candle before, 1 candlestick before, and I drag all the way to this one. Okay, so technically, I am counting the candles in between this low to the next low. And in this way, I count this lowest low as 1 and count onwards to the next low. So this is 54 bars, 54 candlesticks. And 51 is one of the Kihon Suchi numbers. So usually when you count these time cycles, you can have like a 1 or 2, sometimes 3 candles difference will be okay, acceptable. So in that sense, this is also acceptable. So 54 bars from the previous low to the next low, this is 54 bars. And so we can expect on the next 54 bars to the future, there might be the next low. Okay, so start counting from this one, but you have to include this one as 1. So we have to go 1 candle backwards and start counting from this one. So that see, this one is 0 and this one becomes 1. Okay, so this one's 0, this one's 1. So we have to include current candle as 1. So we have to measure this way. So the recent low as 1, number 1, and going onwards 54 bars to the future will be somewhere here. Yeah, 25th of August. So 25th of August will be the next low that we can expect. So however the market goes, even if it retraces backwards, the next low can be expected on this day, 25th of August 2020. So this is one of the examples how you can count these time cycles. And of course you can count from the low to the high or high to the low also, but if you can capture the low to the low or high to the high, high to next high, low to next low, and that way and you can expect the next low or next high. And this is a great start point that I recommend you to do. And if you're not really familiar with how to count the time cycles, because if you count from this low to the next high will be, for example, in this case, hold on. So from this low to the next high is 20 bars, or let's say 26. Yeah, there's no Kihon Suchi time cycle here, but let's say this is like one of the Kihon Suchi numbers. And this is N wave, right? So this is N wave from here, from the 27th of March or 28th of March, it went N wave and reached to this level. And, oops, sorry. So N wave and the price reached to this level. So, but when you do this, you know, even if this is one of the Kihon Suchi numbers, the question is, can you expect the next time cycle? Or can you expect the next wave? Whether it's going to be I wave or V wave or consecutive N wave. Or it might be reversing N wave also. So when you count the time cycle in N wave or V wave, V wave is okay, but when you count the time cycles on I wave or N wave, it might be difficult for everyone to forecast the next price target. And that's why I started to introduce how to count the time cycles in between from the current low to the next low, or from the current high to the next high. Yeah, so yeah, from this low to the next low, this was 54 bars, and from this low, if the market keeps going down, then the next low can be expected on the 25th of August. Does that make sense, everyone? Alright, Chile, yes. Alright. Okay, Melanie. Hi Juan, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Alright, Yasha, I was wondering if you know how to chart with Renko on TV. Trading view. When the charts, even when set to a fixed size on the traditional and not ATR, keep repainting and changing historical printed candles. Yeah, first of all, I don't really use the Renko Ashi. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how to do that actually. I'm not an expert of Renko Ashi. So, yeah, sorry, I don't think I can answer to that question. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Boldman, thank you for joining. What about Euro USD? Euro USD is going up now. So on these currency pairs are the ones that are on my watch list right now, and the ones that are on the red are actually uptrending in the daily chart, and the ones that are highlighted in this orange flags are the ones that are either up or downtrend in 4-hour chart. So Euro USD is uptrending in daily chart. Yeah, it's a beautiful uptrend, so we can expect further upwards now. All right, let's see. We should be 30 Celsius tomorrow in UK. Wow, that's hot. Wow, suddenly it becomes 30 degrees. Yeah, make sure you don't catch a cold. Hi Michael, thank you for joining, good to see you. And Sophia, thank you for joining as well. Alan, good to see you. Alright, from Phils, thank you for joining as well. And Lawrence, good to see you. Alright, Shauna, I see clear now. Thanks, Kay. I think my problem is mainly on the first candle. So yeah, the first candle can be any candle. I mean, whenever you capture the lows or highs, that can be the first candle. And simply, you start counting from there. So in this case, you can start counting from here, or you can start counting from here too. Or you can start counting from this one also. So you go forward, backwards, and see from this high to the previous high is in one of the Kihon Suchi numbers or not, or from this low to the previous low was one of the Kihon Suchi numbers or not. You can find it out by measuring these highs and lows and try to capture the time cycle in the market. So I recommend you to do it on a daily chart because in a lower time frames, especially 1-hour chart or lower, we have lots of noise. So although we see a decent time cycles in the bigger time frames, on these lower time frames, you might not gonna see the beautiful time cycles. So yeah, and it can be misplaced the next high or low in lower time frames. So I recommend you to start counting these time cycles in a daily chart first, and once you get used to it, then you can start applying it in a weekly chart or monthly chart or 4-hour chart also. Yeah, sometimes I count the time cycles in 1-hour chart to set the target or to expect the potential expectation in the market. Yeah, but once again, if you're not really familiar with that, then you better look at the daily chart first. Alexander, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Tim and Hester, thank you for joining. Good to see you also. Alright, Senraj, thank you for joining. And Marco, good to see you. Thank you for joining as well. Hi, okay, do you ever use pivot points? What do you think about them? I think they're good actually. Yeah, I used to use pivot points. Not anymore, but yeah, I used to use it, and I think these are good tools also. Yeah, one thing that is good about pivot points is that it's fixed. No matter which time frame you look at, it's fixed in price levels. So I think that's a good one. Hi Pat, thank you for joining. In TradingView, you can set the Fibonacci time zone tool with the Kihon Suchi numbers, but keep 0 and 1 and set the numbers afterwards in the settings of the tool. Alright, so it creates, so it actually plots like 9, 17, 26 candles in forwarded. Yeah, I think that's a great tool also when you can use it. Yeah, but sometimes the Kihon Suchi numbers can be appeared 9 time cycles or 26 time cycles, or sometimes it goes like 51 intervals. So yeah, make sure that Kihon Suchi numbers won't appear like in the series of numbers like 9, 17, 26 and so on. Sometimes there might be like consecutive 9 waves. Like for example, when I captured it on the gold, yeah, like this one on the gold, this is a daily chart on the gold, and you see this is very close to 26 Kihon Suchi number cycles, but it appears actually once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times now. So I expect that the price will retrace backwards between 27th and 29th of July, which was actually yesterday, and exactly the market is retracing now. So at this rate, the next high can be potentially marked 26 days afterwards. So I will put another 26 cycle from here all the way to the future, like this way, and I plot the vertical line. So in this case, it doesn't go with a series of numbers like 9, 26 or 9, 17, 26, 33, but instead the time cycle goes with a fixed number, 26 or almost 26. So if the market starts to retrace backwards from here, then afterwards, if it breaks upwards, then the next high can be marked on the 1st of September is expected here. Alright, Aditya, yep, alright, thank you. Alright, be happy, thank you for joining. Yes, everyone be happy. That's good. Is it safe to open a trade with the Kuma breakout? If you look at it, if you capture the Kuma breakout in lower time frames, yes, that's what I usually do. But when you happen to see a Kuma breakout in a daily chart, for example, I don't recommend you to do it because the stop loss can be very far. So I think it depends on your time cycle also. But I mean, not the time cycle. The trading, your trade style, whether you are actually a swing or day or a scalp. But yeah. Yeah. Hi Roy, thank you for joining. Do you trade on Henkabi? No, I don't actually. Henkabi can be a like how to say, like I capture Henkabi in bigger time frame. So once again, when it comes to taking trades, I look at the lower time frames, 5 or 15 minute chart. I don't really take trades depending on the daily chart. So in that sense, I won't take a trade on the Henkabi. I make sure to find the confirmations to take buy or sell in lower time frames. Hi Akbar, thank you for joining. To see you. And Yasha, thanks for answering and for the wonderful way you present. Oh, that's great, great. Great to hear that. Alright, you're welcome. Hi Sky, you use Elliott wave count. I don't use Elliott wave. I stick with the Ichimoku wave analysis. Brandon, isn't the Kijun Sen flat right now on Euro USD? Oh, is it? Hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's a good point. that's a good point. Yeah, Kijun Sen is technically flat now. So yeah, I will take away this flag. Yeah, let's take a look at the 4. Yeah, in 4 also, Kijun Sen is flat now. You see, there is no renewal of the recent high upwards anymore. So Kijun Sen is flat now. So until Kijun Sen goes up in 4 or daily, I just wait for the next trading edge. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for letting me know. Hi Akbar, Nifty at time cycle day to go down. Oh yeah, Nifty today, yeah. I said I will be talking about Nifty and it's going down. The Kijun Sen become flat now and it's retracing backwards. So in this example also, I captured the time cycles and in between this one and this one, right? So make sure you lag one candlestick before so that you can start counting this one as 1 and move forward. So this was 23 bars. From the low to the next low was 23 bars, and this is not one of the Kihon Suchi numbers, but when you count the next time cycle, this was actually another 23 bars, right? From the low to the next low on daily Nifty, it was 23 bars in the future, and then even on the next one, I found that this is another 23 bars. So this is not one of the Kihon Suchi numbers, but this is what we call Taito Suchi. It's the same number of candlestick from the low to the next low. So I expected that the next low can be marked on this day, but now it's going down. So there looks like a little bit of a lag here, but I can see that the price level is still up above the trend line. So we can still expect the next low can be marked on this day. Yeah, so the next one might be 13th of August 2020 if it goes upwards at the same momentum in this way. Or in this case, so here is what you can do also. In this case, you can either keep this vertical line, or you can recount from the low to the next low. So the next low is not really marked yet, technically, but if today is going to be the next low, and let's say the price keeps going up from today, in that case, you can count the previous low to today's low, and this is 26 bars, one of the Kihon Suchi numbers. So after watching today's closing candle, today's closing price, and tomorrow, and after waiting until next week, once you see the next uptrend from today, then we can replace this vertical line to today's candle like this way, so that you can stick with this 26 bars cycle to the future. So in that case, the next low is going to be expected in the Kihon Suchi number, which is 18th of August 2020. So 20th of August 2020 might be the next low. So I would say if today is going to be supported by this support line, and if the price start to go up from next week, then the next low can be expected between 13th of August and 20th of August sometime. So yeah, these are expected, you see. So either this way, these two lines will be the forecast by using this time cycles. And also make sure to look at this current price level in terms of the 5 lines. Make sure that the Kuma is moving up and the price is above the Kijun Sen, and make sure that the Chikou span is above the candles. right? These are the musts when you expect this market move to the next low in the future. Yeah, I hope that makes sense to everyone. It's kind of complicated and it's kind of complex, but yeah, once you get used to it, this is a great tool. This is a great way to look at the market in different angle. So I'm sure it helps to add more confirmations in your trades. Alright, hi Mr. Fernandez, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Sandra, if you see the trend in 4, which time frame will you use as the confirmation and a trading edge? I use 15 or 5. Yeah, 15 or 5 minute charts are always the time frames that I take trades. Alessandro, could you take a look at Nasdaq future, please? Nasdaq, I don't think I have time to look at it because I will be switching to the membership live. So yeah, let me stick with these pairs for today. And make sure that everybody understands the concept of time cycle, how to plot these time cycles. Edward, I don't know hour, day, weekly, monthly. Alright, Blood, I didn't find Bitcoin analysis on your video. I explained the Bitcoin, I think it was yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I put the title, I changed the title, and I put the Bitcoin USD on the title. So you can look back on my video yesterday or the day before, I talked about the Bitcoin. Alright, Kayon, today Israel Jerusalem, it's 32 degrees. Oh, it's quite hot. Yeah, it's getting hotter now. It's moving towards the summer now. In Tokyo as well. Hi Marco, thank you. You're welcome. I started to use them to capture the edges on 15 or 5. Keep up a good work, Kay. Sure. Stay gold. Thank you. Boldman, which platform do you use to take trade? I use the MT5. Edward, could you tell me about money management percent, hour, daily, weekly, and monthly? So every time I take trades, the drawdown should be less than 2% is my rule. Yeah. And I've talked about the money management strategy. So when you come to my website again, and if you can click on this money management icon here, that will forward you to some of my money management strategy. So you can enjoy these videos later. Alright, Sandra, which time frame is the best for add the Kihon Suchi numbers? I would say daily chart. Daily chart. Alright, Shakuni, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Yesha, happy times and good trading to all. Alright, yeah, that's a nice positive word. Yep, I like it. Alright, Roy, you're welcome. Mehdi, thank you for joining. Alright, SC, Euro JPY flat. Yeah, Euro JPY, okay, it's flat again. It's flat now. Alright, looking at the daily chart. Oh yeah, it's becoming flat now. So I will take this one out also. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it's great that you're getting the trend. Alright, Milan. Hi, can we look at GBP JPY since it's on the watch list? GBP JPY, yeah, it's up in 4, I believe. It was up. Yeah, still up. Yeah, Kumo up and Kijun Sen up. So, yeah, in 4, this is uptrend. But of course, one thing to notice is that there is a recent high on this level, so it might be resisted by that. So to be safer, I would wait for the breakout and capture the next pushback. Alright, hi WM, thank you for joining. To see you. Did you have an open trade this week? Yes, I had a couple of trades this week. I captured a nice trend. So the month of July turned out to be very good. Actually, I was very slow in the first part of the July, but towards the end of the July, especially this week and last week, I've captured some of the trends and took some trades. Hi Dar, thank you for joining. Okay, can you make in the future more videos about time wave observation theory? Sure. In Forex Tester 4 also. Yep, I will. Yeah, and since you are a Ichimoku member, I am actually working on another book, which is also available to the members. That is actually the 3 theories, Ichimoku 3 theories: wave theory, and time theory, and price theory. I'm writing that book, and it should be available in September. And yeah, that's why I've started to talk about the theories now. Because yeah, pretty much in the past I've already talked about lots and lots of things about these 5 lines. So I think it's nice timing to move to the next step for me, and for everybody else too. Yeah, but yeah, I will. Running Forex Tester 4 to capture the time cycles will be very interesting. So yeah, I can do that in my future lives also. Alright, Jack Smith, if the daily time frame Kijun Sen is becoming flat, then we close the trade. Yeah, you have to look at the lower time frames to capture exact closing timing. But yeah, Kijun Sen being flat in a daily of 4 can give you a sense of when to take that profit or when to exit. Alright, Jagdish, Nifty has broken Tenkan-sen line in 4-hour chart. Yeah, and it's moving towards the Kijun Sen now. So if it breaks the Kijun Sen downwards, then you don't want to look for the buy chance anymore. But as long as the price is above the Kijun Sen still, for the next couple of days, then we can still expect that the price breaks the recent high upwards on Nifty. Amin, thank you for joining, and Akbar, you're welcome. Dung, hi, good to see you. Can you take a look at, oh, Brandon, alright, can you take a look at the Aud Jpy? I believe that the 4-hour chart is downtrending and the daily chart is kind of in the retracement. Would it be a time to look for the sell chance? Hold on, let's take a look at that one. Aud Jpy. There is no flag, so I think there is no trend right now. It's consolidating. The daily chart is flat. I think the Kijun Sen technically is flat now. Yeah, so it's consolidating, and 4-hour chart is trending down. Let's see. Yeah, it started to be trending down, but because the Senko span B has been flat, and the Kuma itself is not really going down, I wouldn't say this is a downtrend yet. Yeah, we have to wait until this Senko span B to move down to confirm its stable downtrend. So in other words, we have to wait for the breakout of the recent low downwards to this way. Alright, hi Prog. Alright, why do you use stochastics over MACD? I prefer stochastics because I used to use MACD, but I didn't have a sense to capture the trading edges. So that's why I'm just sticking with the stochastics now. Yeah, it's just my preference. Yeah. All right. Embracing. Can you trade using Ichimoku alone? Ichimoku for me is to capture the bigger picture of the market, and this is not the one to capture exact trading edges. So the answer is no. I use multiple confirmations to take buy or sell. Alright, Prog, do you ever pay attention to RSI and oversold or overbought on a daily chart? I don't look at the RSI. Yeah, I don't look at that one. I only use stochastics as the oscillator indicator. Alright, Michael. Okay, if you want, you can look at the overall balance at the dollar index. Looks like it's respected over balance almost every time. Alright. That will be a great tip to look at it. Yeah. Alright, Milan, you're welcome. Alright, Adrinas, is it okay to take a trade on smaller time frame when the bigger time frames are in the range? I don't recommend you to take trades in that case. Yeah, make sure that the bigger time frames are on the trend to capture the edges. So yeah, and basically that's what I find. That's what I try to look for. Every morning I wake up, I look at the chart in a daily chart, 4-hour chart only, and in the afternoon, in Japan time afternoon, I look at again daily chart and 4-hour chart, and if there's no trend, then I just forget about the market and I just come back to the chart at night, which is actually this time, 6 p.m. I prepare for the live, and also I prepare for my own trades also. So when I happen to see a trend at 6 p.m. in Japan time in one of these currencies, then I go lower time frames and hopefully, take trades. But if not, if there's no trend in bigger time frames, then I just stay away. Yeah, I won't look at the chart. So yeah, usually I look at the chart only 3 times a day, and every time I only look at it like 30 minutes or 1 hour at most, because my purpose to look at the chart is to capture a trend, whether the market is on a trend or not. So that's why my analysis is very quick. Like for example, if I can demonstrate like Euro USD, so let's say this is in the morning in Japan time, and I look at it like this way. Okay, daily chart, I look at it and okay, it's in range, Kumo flat, Senko span B flat, and Kijun Sen flat, range 4. Okay, Kijun Sen range. So moving on to the next one, Euro GBP, I say daily flat and 4-hour flat, so this is not the one to take trades. And Euro JPY, daily chart, it's Kijun Sen flat, so I will wait for the Kijun Sen to move up to look for the buy, and hopefully that happens afternoon or evening in Japan time. And 4-hour chart is also ranging P wave, so I stay away from the market like that. So yeah, this is how I look at the market every time, in the morning, afternoon, and evening. So I did quick analysis on these 3 pairs, but it only took like 30 seconds or so, right? While I'm talking like this. So this is how quick I do on this analysis, because the purpose to look at the chart is to find and see if the pair is on the trend or not. Yeah, because we have to be time efficient to the market, right? Usually in the job, ordinary job, we get paid according to how many hours we worked, or how many days or hours or years we worked. We get paid accordingly. But it's not the case in Forex or any tradings. You can get money, you can get profit whenever you're right. And no matter how many days or how many hours you look at the chart, sometimes you don't get any profit in the day, or even sometimes you get lose, right? You lose some profit, some money. So that's why I think time efficiency is a very important aspect to keep in mind to every time you take trades or every time you analysis. Alright. So, yep. That's my answer. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. Karine, Dara, and Maru-san, thank you for joining. And Arine and everybody, thank you for joining. And yeah, I guess it's about the time to switch to the membership live now. So yeah, I do see more comments and questions, but sorry, I think the time is over now. So tomorrow, what I will be talking about tomorrow will be this one. Okay, market analysis by Fibonacci extension. So 2 days ago, I did my analysis on Fibonacci retracement, but tomorrow is a KTS day, so I will talk about my own strategy. So in addition to the Ichimoku analysis, I will show you exactly how I capture the trading edges by using Fibonacci extension by looking at the lower time frames. So I hope you can join that one. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Alright, so for those who are members, I will see you on the membership live in about 5 or 6 minutes. Alright, so once again, thank you for joining everyone. So I hope you have a great rest of your day and stay healthy and stay gold. Alright, so bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.